Alright, I'm back out here with this Honda XR100R. I took a few more things off the air cleaner box there. I drained the carb bowl. I just put a little hose on there. It's actually missing that hose, so I put that on my order list for that little drain hose, because if not, it drains right there on top of the crankcase there. And then I'm missing a breather hose here that runs up and right down to the bottom, right next to that hose, to a little clip. So I'm missing that, so that's on my order list. Anyway, here's my list. I know it's a lot of scribble, but I'll kind of go over what it is I'm ordering. So I'm missing this right side cover that actually goes on the exhaust over here. I ordered that, 4 grommets, the 2 bolts that hold it. I ordered the cable, the throttle cable set, which is just what runs from here down to here, and I think it just includes the cap and then the needle on the end, and maybe I think it actually might include the spring too. But then I ordered the inside pieces that go. There's some inside pieces that hook to that weren't on that little mix up they did, so I added that on there. Got the stop switch ordered. I got the left guard over here that I'm missing. I got that on my order. I got the 2 seat bolts because I ordered a seat off eBay for 45 bucks, 12 bucks shipping. So I got the 2 bolts for that, and then there's 2 collars for them that hold the bolts into the frame. Then I ordered a new inlet pipe gasket. I didn't believe it, but that thing's about $30 for that little plastic piece that goes in between here and the carb. But I need it, so I ordered it. I don't want to have to deal with any leaks later, because that's just a headache. Let me flip to my next page here. I ordered the tank band. There's a band that holds the tank, and it straps to the top of the plastic and then clips here. I got that ordered. Then there's 2 rubber settings that are supposed to be here, so the tank doesn't vibrate around. It'll actually kind of cushion it and make it fit tighter. Then the fuel tank breather, it's missing off the top of it, which is the little hose that comes out of that, and it just flips over and around the bars. So I got that ordered. Of course, the fuel cap gasket, I don't have one of them, so I want to make sure that that gasket is on there. Ordered a carb gasket set, then the air vent tube for the carb. I got that ordered. There's a crankcase protection plate that's supposed to be on the bottom of there to stop when you rub roots or rocks. It's not going to hit your crankcase. It'll just be that little rub plate, and it doesn't. Somebody took it off and didn't put it back on. So I got that on the list of order. Then I took the air cleaner box off. I got it over here, and on the inside of this, well, I ain't gonna be able to get it off one-handed. Anyway, the pre-cleaner's gone, and I think that was it. But I'm gonna put the pre-cleaner back on there, and because it's supposed to be soaked with oil and things like that, so it doesn't get all that finer dust in there. So, oh yeah, and on the wheels here, there's supposed to be chain adjusters here. I mean, I guess you can get away with just doing the bolt for so long until it starts to shimmy and starts to wear a bit more. So there's supposed to be a bolt comes here and loops around that with a little eye loop. So I got 2 of those ordered, both sides, with all the hardware that I need for it. I also noticed I'm missing the chain guard here, and there's supposed to be one little one down here. I didn't order those this time. That'll be in my next order. And also I'm missing this chain slider assembly here. There's supposed to be a piece that fits over this, a little black piece. It's missing. And then, so that'll be on my next order. And then this piece down here, there's a slider right there. You can see it just bolts to the frame with a little bent piece of metal there, thick piece, for the chain to rub on, so it doesn't end up rubbing in your frame. You know, you'll just replace those before you'll dig it. It'll dig through your frame if you don't get around to changing it in time. So, but it's just got a little groove in it, which it says replace it, but that'll be on the next order. You know, little stuff like that. So, on the next page here, I have. No, that's it. That was just the case and the chain guard there. And I think I ordered just some little miscellaneous hardware, some extra stuff like this size bolts, because all these bolts are metric. So I ordered some of those to go here and there because I'm sure I'll have forgotten them. But anyway, I went to do the bike, and you know, we had checked for spark once, but I guess he had done something to it before I got it the next day or whatever. He had tried something because I noticed there was gas in the tank when I went back, so I didn't know if he tried to get it going better for me or what. But anyway, he took one of the wires off, so I went ahead and hooked it back up. But there's supposed to be some quick connects here. There's the old one here, and then I just put this new one in. Of course, it's not going to be rubber, but it'll have this whole thing that slides over it, so it'll be protected pretty well. So I redid that so you can actually still quick release it if you had to, and connected it back down here. That was my wire that was missing. And I've got my schematic on my phone here that I've been looking at, but I'm still not sure where this. I know it's just probably something that grounds the case to the frame to make sure it's probably got a better ground. So I'll have to look that up and figure that out. But anyway, I hooked these wires back up, and I got the spark to come back, and it's nice and strong. You can see I got the plug out there, so the spark's back. So that's good, and I ordered the grips for it. Stuff like this piece of hardware is old and worn out and bent, so I ordered that. And then, I mean, this stuff right here, I mean, it works. It's a little crooked, but that'll be something I'll order later on down the road. But I just wanted to get everything ordered that'll make it look right when I'm driving it and riding it. So, other than that, hope you enjoyed my long list of parts that I went through. But it'll make this bike complete. And I actually, the order total ended up being $283 for all the parts, not including the seat. The seat was $45 with $12 shipping. So I'll have a fair amount into it. But I looked all around after I purchased this and before I started throwing money at it. These bikes go for minimum about $1,000, and I've seen them up. Most of them mark the $1,300. I know they're probably not selling at $1,300 off the shelf, but you know, $1,000 for this bike that I gave $80 for, and you know, I'm going to probably put $400 or $500 into. So I'll still come out $400 ahead if I had to sell it. You know, because when I fix this stuff, I like to do it, you know, pretty well right. I mean, I don't got the knowledge to rip that engine out and go through it, but I am gonna take that cylinder head off, the cover off, and adjust the valves, and I'll do the timing if it needs adjusted and that kind of thing. I can handle stuff like that. But as far as taking that whole case apart and splitting it and going through it that way, it's just not gonna happen. I'd have to have somebody else do it. And if it comes down the road, I end up having to get that cylinder honed, or you know, whatever, I bore it out, whatever they got to do. I probably would have somebody just go ahead and go through it while it's all ripped out, because I could do the majority of taking it out, but as far as cracking her open, that's somebody else's job for sure. So that's where I'll stop at for there. I know it's kind of on the iPhone, you know, you're zoomed in a whole lot, and I kind of had to stand back for you to see a whole lot. Hopefully I wasn't pointing at the ground too much, but this is just part 2, kind of an update. So I'll put part 3 up when I get the parts in and start sticking stuff on there and that kind of thing. And I got my number 12 over there, and I've got some more of them, so I'm probably going to put the number 12 on here too. I've got some bigger ones than that, so they'll look good on here when you put these white plates on the sides. It'll look pretty good on there with the black numbering. So, and the only other thing I'm gonna have to order down the road is there's a number plate that goes up here, and it's not such a big deal to have it, but when your tube comes out of the top of your gas tank, it actually flips over the top and tucks into a little spot on this number plate. Don't ask me why. A lot of people tuck them into here or whatever, you know, but to make it look right, I'll probably just get that. I think it was like $7 or something. And then I can put a number on the front too, you know, just to make it look cooler. Alright, well, that's it. I'll stop it here. I don't want to make it too long, but hopefully you guys are watching the next video and get to see it all put together. And hopefully running. Take it easy.